Welcome to Body Work. Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Body Work Boxing. It feels so good to be back. Oh man, I think we got some news, man, that's been floating around, man. Waiting, they saying it's about 90% confirmed. That man Subriel Matias is being said to have been 90% along the way with a deal with one Liam Paro. And I read a couple different little articles, and I've been seeing people reporting and everything, but you know how I am, man. I'm like, wow, because I had some questions, because, you know, people be speaking and saying, you know, what they think they know and how they know this and how they know that. And I'm like, because it was a big question about him and PBC and whether or not he was going to be with the PBC. But shoot, these articles I'm saying is that's the DAZN, Matchroom. There's one article I read from this the article right here by Patrick Stromberg from SB Nation. This is the article. It's the article right here. Let me see. It says IBF super lightweight champion Subriel Matias won't face Teofimo Lopez in his return from injury, but he'll at least enjoy a homecoming. El Nueva Dia reports, and Jake Donovan confirms that plans are in place to pit Matias against Liam Paro this summer in the former's native Puerto Rico. Per El Nueva Dia, the fight is 90% done, and Paro, 24-0 with 15 knockouts, has accepted all terms. Donovan adds that Matias, 20-1 with 20 knockouts, now a free agent after fighting out his contract with PBC, is still negotiated a deal with Matchroom. That's how they worded that. It's kind of funny, as that would open the door for a potential unification with Devin Haney. I'm very much for it. It's not a blockbuster matchup we want for Matias, but as Shojahan Ergashev and Jeremiah Ponce before them, Paro is a very credible opponent, not to mention Matias' fifth undefeated foe in his last 6 fights. The 27-year-old Aussie is on a career best run after clobbering Brock Jarvis in October 2022 and subsequently beating down Montana Love last December. It says, by first fight back after injury standards, it's more than palatable. I mean, he didn't sauce it up the way I would have sauced it up, but he put it out there. And let me touch bases on this other one. Let me touch bases on this other article real quick, because I don't know if that was the one that had it had a little bit more sauce on it. I don't know if it was the article that had a little more sauce on it. This is by Boxing Scene again, by Jake Donovan again. Subriel Matias could land a long overdue homecoming for his next title defense. BoxingScene.com has learned that advanced talks are in place for Matias to enter a voluntary IBF junior welterweight title defense versus Australia's Liam Paro. The bout is not quite finalized, but is tentatively targeted to take place in early summer at a location to be determined in Matias' native Puerto Rico. Sources with intimate knowledge of talks have informed Boxing Scene that Paro, 24-0, 15 knockouts, unconditionally signed for what would be his first major title fight. Matias has tentatively agreed to terms. However, there remains a lingering issue of whether his team, headed by manager and local promoter Juan Arengo, Fresh Productions is willing to commit to a promotional contract with Matchroom Boxing, who currently promotes Paro. El Nuevo Dia was the first to report that Matias Paro was in play. Should the bout move forward, it will mark the second title defense for Matias, 20-1 with 20 knockouts, and his fifth unbeaten opponent in the span of his last 6 fights. The exception during that period is Petros Ananian, whom Matias stopped after 9 rounds in their January 2022 rematch to avenge his lone career defeat from nearly 2 years prior. Matias' 10-round points loss to Ananian marked the first of 6 consecutive fights under an agreement with Premier Boxing Champions, PBC. He was on the free agent market last year following his 5th-round stoppage of Jeremiah Ponce to win the IBF 140-pound title last February. There were serious talks of Matias joining Matchroom at the time, but he was persuaded to remain with PBC for one more fight. It resulted in a 9-month gap between fights and ended with Matias forcing mandatory challenger Shojahan Ergashev to quit on the stool after 5 rounds last November 25th in Las Vegas. Paro was previously on track to challenge then WBC titleist Regis Prograis, but was forced to withdraw due to a slight tear in his left Achilles tendon 1 month out from their June 24th date in New Orleans. It was the second straight fight he was forced to cancel due to injury. A facial fracture during a training camp gone horribly wrong saw the Brisbane native pull from a planned clash with Robbie Davies last March 11th in Liverpool. The run of bad luck left Paro out of the ring since an October 2022 first-round knockout of countryman Brock Jarvis in South Brisbane. He returned last December 9th, where he impressed in 6th-round knockout of Montana Love on the Devin Haney Regis Prograis DAZN pay-per-view in San Francisco. Matias has not fought on his native island since November 2019 knockout win over Jonathan Jose Inez in his Fajardo hometown. That's by Jake Donovan, the senior writer for Boxing Scene. Nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, that's who that was. But yes, I'm here. I just wanted to read that, man. And like I said, man, my campaign to be great is following the new era and the greats. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy, man. I'm excited, man. I see the growth, man. I see the flourishing, you know what I'm saying? And I see that your boy Paro got some cojones, man. He got a pair down there, man. Said he accepted all the terms. Said injury's been the only thing that's been holding him back. And we see he ain't had no love for love. Do he got any love for Subriel? You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped, man. And then that answers everything. A lot of people try to be messy and say, oh, what is it with the PBs? Blah, blah, blah. I think he put in the article that it was clear. You know what I'm saying? He had a deal with PBC. You know what I'm saying? That something happened. It was some pushbacks. You know what I'm saying? That left him with a 9-month gap. Otherwise, that man would be active. You know what I'm saying? That's not, ain't nothing sensational about that. That's just getting down and dirty with the funky. You heard? So I'm happy, man. Hey, somebody grabbed their nuts and they say, Subriel, you know what I'm saying? I'll come see you, you know what I'm saying? Then he coming back since 2019. Woo! Woo! Man, it'd be nice to be in the building. It would be nice to be in the building, man. Who gonna be in the building down there, man? Who gonna be in the building down there, man? You know what I'm saying? Who is going to be out in the building? And they say 90%. Everybody's saying like it's done deal. You know what I'm saying? But you know me, I like to wait, let everything settle down, and then I come out and I speak on it. But I'm happy for him, man. You know, and then that shows some diversity now, and I think he's strong enough. And since he got a title, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Eddie can like put him on the shelf. They got to have a clear-cut path. We know that he want the legacy. This is a good fight, man. It's a good fight because Martel Love, he underestimated Paro. And he found out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? He was doing that body work. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who we got in the building. It seems like the chat is jumping. Let me see. I ain't even look at it yet. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. In my opinion, in the building, salute. It's going to go a lot like Ergashev fight. About 4th round, he going to figure he can't hurt Matias, and then he gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me see. What's that? Matias, Koki. Matias deserves a big name. Respect the Paro for taking the fight. Yes, this man got some cojones. We gotta salute him. We gotta salute him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing negative route right now. Don't start nothing. Don't be none. You know, in my opinion, Barbosa will want some too, maybe. Yeah, Barbosa was talking now. I think he need one more before he decide he want to bark up that path. He need one more. He need to get back in the ring one more again. You know what I'm talking about? Cocaine. Yes, Paro is a southpaw. Matias faced over 11 southpaws in his career. Paro is strong and has good counter punching, but Paro leaves his right side uncovered after he jabbed. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into the X's and O's. Matias' jab will be problematic. Oh yeah. We get into the X's and O's over here. Yes, we do. In my opinion, bro from NYC, easy to get to Puerto Rico. Okay, that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? We gonna storm the building or what, man? We gonna go out there. Fight is going to be in Puerto Rico. Eddie Hearn is going to give the fight that Subriel Matias needs. Shout out to David Gonzalez in the building. Cocaine. Eddie needs to stack the undercarriage. Oh man, y'all showing up. Oh, the undercard. I got you. Eddie need to stack the undercard. Yeah, he gonna do that. I'm happy Matias gonna get some bread. Yeah, man. They need to pay the ones that's, you know what I'm saying, getting down to it. You know what I'm saying? In the mess hall. He in the mess hall with his chest out. He in there saying, hey, all this is my cornbread. All of this, it's all my cornbread. Every flavor is mine. You feel me? In my opinion, say salute to Paro. Yeah, salute to Paro, man. Paro came off a big win. He's jumping to the line. That's what I like. Oh, see, man, some Australians that got some cojones, man. There's some Australians that got them cojones. Australians brave. Yeah, cocaine, no. You know what I'm saying? Anubis, this is very good news for Matias. Salute, Anubis. Thanks for coming back. Cocaine. Welcome, Anubis. In my opinion, damn right, I feel you. Yeah, man. It's good news, man. We gotta, look, man. I've turned over a new leaf. You know what I'm saying? I got the guys I like, but then I'm looking at what's gonna keep the sport alive. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna keep the sport alive? What's gonna keep the sport alive is people like Subriel, walking around close to his walk around weight. You know what I'm saying? He's switching over to get the smoke. You know what I'm saying? He the librarian. He coming out here making people use their inside voices. You know what I'm saying? He out the car. That's my cornbread. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's out here doing. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy for the guy, man, because it was looking dark. We was out here. We were popping videos out. We were popping out at least 2 a week. You know what I'm saying? I was breaking down all them different opponents, man, that he could go in all the matchups, and I've been doing some research on going back and looking at all the comments and everything that's going on, man. A lot of people want to see him and Gary. You know what I'm saying? That's the consensus. A lot of people think that him and Gary is going to be that thing. You know what I'm saying? They saying that's going to be that package deal. You know what I'm saying? And I like it that he building the name. I like it that he getting his, to go back and defend at home, get your homecoming, get your bread, establish yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because we need other places with reigning champions to where when you go see him, think about Inouye and how he doing. When you go see him, you know what I'm saying? People are trying to, when you legacy like that, they gonna sign that contract. They gonna do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? They gonna do it. So come over there and get the job done. So Anubis, Paro is good. It's going to be a good fight. Plus, it's a good style for Matias because Paro fights like Tio, but he is southpaw though. Tio orthodox. But Dewey, I don't know. I think he's solid though. I think he carbon. I think he has an identity and he has a style and it's his own, and you know he capitalizes. You know what I'm saying? And then it's crazy. Richardson Hitchens is going to fight against Lemus instead of activating his mandatory in a fight for a title shot against Matias. Yeah, you know, that's one of my guys, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my guys. But yeah, man, I wanted him to get that smoke, but I mean, he's saying he got a path. I ain't gonna bash him, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna salute Matias for doing his thing. Anubis, so Matias keep getting more knowledge and getting stronger. Yeah, exactly. Limos 5-5, that's literally a jab festival for Hitchens. I wish Hitchens fought someone like GAR or Barbosa Jr. Hey, the walls are closing in because you can't do but so much. You're not in a commodity where you could just be prize fighting, just picking names. H Money Mob in the building. What's going on, H Money, man? You know what I'm saying? Salute, man. It's always good to have the broski or woski on there, man. If you ever want to go get some good sparring, if you ever want to hear, you know, you want to get in there with the Young Thundercats and see what you got, go over the H Money channel. There's a lot of stuff that goes on over there. A lot of people snatch stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to imitate what goes on over there. But you gotta have you gotta have with your cup on. Have your cup on, and you'll be ready to bite down on your gum shield. But do not sleep on this man, because a lot of people talk about historians. You run over there thinking you know history and all that. You know what I'm saying? H Money know that history, man. People don't. That's one of the hidden talents of H Money, man. He got real boxing history. You might let that rah-rah go off, but he gonna give you that boxing history and read you your rights if you get out of line. And them Young Thundercats don't play. I like going over there whenever I can. Salute to H Money, man. It feel good to have you in the buildings. You know what I'm saying? Anubis, yo, what up, Cokie? He said, yo, Jose Lopez in the building. Watch how Matias is going to sell out the arena in Puerto Rico. And after all this, platforms, including pay-per-view, everybody's going to be at the Matias fan base to produce that bread. Yeah. This is big fight, man. I'm telling you, the new era. Telling you, I said this time is a time that is ripe for the taking. It's time to grab the bull by the horns, you know what I'm saying? And stand on something. You know what I'm saying? Stand on something. This man standing on something. He got a whole country. I'm like, y'all talking about all this stuff about legacy. He a good fighter. If he easy work, go handle him. But he got a whole country behind him. You know what I'm saying? You can get, it's so much. He's a legacy guy. So I'm like, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? It's more because of power in boxing, not exactly Tio style, but kind of, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I got you. It's some comparisons. I only watched 3 Paro fights. Okay. Paro has more balls than Tio, Rolly, or Haven. That's what it's kind of looking like. That's what it's kind of looking like, y'all. That's what it's looking like. Puerto Rico Power. What up, bro? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? We out here. We in the building. In my opinion, fans tired of the ducking and avoiding. I agree. Yeah, man, we want the ones. Look. If you in the mess hall with your chest out, move accordingly. But don't talk like you can part the Red Seas and, you know what I'm saying, feed a whole troop with 2 fish and a loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody over there, you know, it look like you holding on to somebody's pocket over there in the corner, and I believe that cornbread had your name on it, but you said you didn't want any. We want them dudes that's coming like Subriel. He called them out. He gave them. He gave their nomenclature. He said chicken, Joker. He was giving out tags and labels. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for him, man. We got to keep the momentum behind him, man. We got to keep the momentum behind him. And the other champion that's doing it too. I think, you know, T.O., he defending it, but I think that he want to make the big fights too. He wants to. I don't know how that's going to work out, but he wants to. I think he got to perform because he got something ahead of him coming up on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? That could be a real trap fight. If you seen the video, you already know. David Gonzalez, Liam Paro is good. He been sparring with good boxers like Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and they said that Paro is game. He is game. He well seasoned. I think he a true professional. You know what I'm saying? He definitely is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. You know, I seen that news and I said, man, let me give the update. Now they were saying 90%. They were saying 90%. But no, man. I don't know if y'all got some info or whatever. They were saying it's about 90% done. I don't really think this one was going to be a long one, but we got a lot of people out here, you know what I'm saying? So it's not only my platform, it's your platform too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy, man. We got to wait for some things to line up. I seen some news about another situation out there, but I mainly wanted to focus on this to see if anybody had any thoughts, any ideas, what's going on, anybody hype. You know what I'm saying? I am. I don't know if you could tell. But I've been looking at different articles. I've been getting different takes. I try not to listen to anybody breakdown. I don't know if anybody did any breakdowns about this or not, but you know me, I go to the article, you know what I'm saying? So that cleared up what was going on with him and PBC. And you know the opportunity that he got with DAZN and who the opponent is and how that worked out, and they gave us some backstory. So now people shouldn't have to be messy when they're trying to figure out that information because it's right there before you. You know what I'm saying? It was a 9-month gap. You know what I'm saying for him. So he looking like, hey, I'm one of them guys that want to be active. And if you look at his track record, he does stay active, and he ain't going to go get nobody up off the couch, or he ain't trying to get no rinky dink mug, you know what I'm saying, over there. He trying to go for the creme de la creme. He was saying, he said, I played everyone in the video. He said, I'm the best in the division. Who want to fight me? And everybody got quiet. Golly. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yeah, they said Paro accept going to PR to fight Matias, so it's almost done. Yeah, they said both of them pretty much in principle to all terms, like no copy. That's when you know people really want to fight each other. And I said that this year, I said that's what I said. I'm gonna focus all my energy on the ones that want to fight, that want to get down and dirty. They make it obviously known that their behavior actually match the things that are coming out of their mouths. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that might be a hard one to swallow. The ones that talk like that and then go out there and, you know what I'm saying, do what they gotta do, man. The fans are starving. Fans are starving for this, man. That's why we gotta get behind it and keep the momentum going behind it. Yeah. Y'all gonna make me come down there, man. Y'all gonna make me come out there, man. We gonna go to the fight. Handling business, cocaine. Yeah. But yeah, man, there's some other news floating out there, man. I don't really want to make this about nobody else, but you know, we had the recap from last week, and my man, I will say this, my man Ammo Williams, he looked like he's progressing, man. He looked like he's progressing. You know, I think he showed a lot in that fight. He's coming up. I think he got the knockout of the year so far. I think Austin Ammo Williams got the knockout of the year so far. You know what I'm saying? I would give him that, you know, because he set up that 1-2. He was looking for it all night, and the way he set it up and the way he got it done, very nice, very nice. And Khalil Cole got that body work stoppage of the year so far. Yes, he did. He did that body work. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did that body work in that ring, man. He had a plan, and he knew what was going on. Let's see. You got a spot to crash at Body Work if you ever get in PR. We got the best bread and coffee in the AM. That's what's happening. That's what's happening, man. Yes, sir. I gotta taste that bread. I be light on the coffee, but if you say it's that good, I gotta have some. Yeah, Paro is very good. Yeah, man, the way this is lining up, man, I gotta look at it. I gotta look at it and see. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at it and see. You know, I would love to come down there, man, and be, you know, yeah, that's what I want to know too. In my opinion, say how far out of the airport is the arena? That's what I want to know too. Good question. Puerto Rican power. I don't care who Matias fight. I just want to see him fight. It's a couple guys out there, man, at this point in time. I'm getting like that. I'm glad that it's Paro because people can't take away from it. Because now, you know, they try to, I don't know if y'all been watching and listening to that narrative, but they was actually trying to say that they were saying, well, who did he fight? Name such and such on his resume that didn't do this and didn't do that. I'm like really, that's what we gonna do? Y'all heard the article? Y'all heard what the article said? But people was being real creative, trying to figure out ways and justify why people shouldn't fight him. I think Paro is a good enough name, especially since he knocked off Love. It's just like how Frank Martin, he kind of gained some traction after he knocked off Rivera, even though Rivera came back. So perceived names, because I think people looked at Martin and Rivera different before that fight. I think they looked at Martin a little bit different after that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Rivera had a name. And so everybody was thinking, I was kind of leery of Love, but Paro was a name because he knocked off Love. Now, Richardson Hitchens was trying to get the Love, but Paro beat him to it. So it's establishment there. That's all DAZN. And then, you know, if he do that Matchroom thing, man, it's going to get real tight. We're going to see if somebody jump out that We're going to see if somebody jump out that DAZN ship now. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a brand new sheriff in town over there at 40, that's the best place to be. Like, almost at 140, almost. That's almost the best place to be over there with all them boys. You know what I'm saying? If it's a new sheriff in town, we're going to see who jump out that boat. In my opinion, notice none of them trying to fight Ergashev and Ponce. Yeah, they ain't trying to do. I think somebody might get Ponce. I'm not sure. I gotta wait for some more news. I've been focused on Subriel here lately. Champion Sports Boxing. Salute for jumping in the building. I'm excited for the great news for Matias. Yes, we got to keep that energy behind him, man. It's funny how all the funny stuff and all that, people talking all about that, but really, and then want to talk legacy and this and that, but then when some legacy stuff happen to roll out, they quiet as a church mouse. David Gonzalez, bro, I like your channel because you're not biased and speak things like they are. Keep up the good work. Salute, man. That's all. Hey, that's what I've been doing. It's been hard. I ain't been getting them numbers, but it's finally starting to show up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that, man. He is a boxing fan. Yeah, I'm a fan of boxing. Val Ramos, flamenco artist. I heard Matchroom has offered a 3-fight deal. Is that true? That's what that article said. A couple different articles said that's what they were looking at. A couple different articles said that's what they were looking at. So I don't have the inside sources. People, you know, I'm gonna get the interviews, but I ain't got the interviews yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't have them, but I'm on my way to getting them. It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing stuff like I've been holding it down. I'm gonna get them though. I'm gonna have some sources soon. Don't worry. I appreciate the support though, y'all. In my opinion, man, this closest to the fight we had. I dig how his manager said Subriel doing 14-week camp. He should come in hot. Man, that dude is serious, man. He hanging out with legends. He's eating right. He's training. He's walking around close to his weight size. You know what I'm saying? He already got an identity. He ain't trying to be all sensational. He's learning he's putting together his English. You know what I'm saying? He's showing. I was saying Ugas needed to do that. I'm like, man, y'all witness this guy this guy, he's already kind of like, he's becoming one, you know what I'm saying, legendary as far as being in the ring and stuff. But like, as he continued to progress, especially, man, he started, you know, speaking a little bit of this, like that clip he did, it went viral. And then they see what he's doing in the ring, and then they see how, you know, he come in like the librarian, you know what I'm saying? Lower your tone. Hey, people meditate or something. Lower your tone. And people like, okay, Subriel. Okay, I'm sorry. Cocaine bodywork, you get good fan engagement at least. Yeah. These numbers be real, man. This is what it mean when it's real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no attachments to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I rock with who I rock with, and you see people rock with me, man. That's what I like, man. Fuck all the dumb shit. Hit the like button and help body work out, in my opinion. Yeah. Puerto Rican power. I just subscribed, bro, 100%. Salute. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Help me get to that thou wow, y'all. Share the videos, man. It's a whole bunch of things where I've been talking about Subriel. Share the videos, man. Share the videos. Boxeo Loco. Matias, okay. Yeah. Look at all them fire emojis you got up there with the boxing emojis and the Armstrong emojis and the flag emojis. Turn on Racing 7. These guys are afraid because of Matias' record. He's 20-20 by knockout with 1 loss and 1 dead. All the manager has to do is keep an eye after the 5th round. Yeah, I think a lot of people be thinking, man, I got these skills and I'm gonna go out there and act my skills, and then he go in there and he show how good that chin is, and they realize that, man, if I can't keep this man off of me, he's gonna stalk me. And if I don't have a better gas tank than his, which that's what I think one of his most underrated things is, the man got a superior gas tank, and I think, man, you might gotta actually hit this man with an actual crowbar. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order to, you know, but it's all about timing, you know, and all that. And people be thinking that they can get in there and box. He show them, but by about the 3rd or the 4th round, that's when your gas tank is looking like you out of gas, and he look like he getting stronger. He building up. True, Canelo blew up further after learning English. Yeah, that's definitely not an insult. That's just business, and this man understands business. Trust me, he's smart. He's tracking. That's why I said, okay, he went out in college, he did that, and the way he talks and the way he moves, he's trying to translate. He's doing what it takes to become, you know, one of those guys. Like, he's trying to get his name up in lights. You know, he's doing it the right way. Boxeo Loco, subscribite, brothers. Yeah. And the loss was avenged. Yep, the loss was avenged. He gets stronger as the rounds go. Yeah, that's them dangerous ones, man. Like, and if you can't get past, because I'm telling you, it was a couple guys, like that dude Ergashev. He was putting in work. He had me concerned in the beginning, but I'm like, I think it was really demoralizing, man, when he was hitting Subriel with everything but the kitchen sink, and the man was looking like, that's all you got? Remember that example I gave when I said it's like Jason, man, when he grab you by your neck, you know what I'm saying, and lift you up like a little can of Pringles? You know what I'm saying? That's what he be doing by about the 3rd or 4th round, man. That's what he do. Let me see. If I ever come over here, let us know. so we can put up that VIP level hood style. That's one time for you to leave when we have to restrain you to put you back on a plane in USA. Yeah, man, I am going. I'm coming down there. I am coming down there. A 3-fight deal is great. I just hope it leads to an opportunity to unify the belts at 140. I think they're gonna be smart with him. That's what I'm saying. I've been having my eyes on you, Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Because I want Hitchens. Hitchens need to get his opportunity with Devin and Subriel. They need to be able to unify over there with Devin, since they, it seemed like they over there and they latched on to that teat over there. They like that DAZN teat for some reason. You know what I'm saying? So facts. You know what I'm saying? They like that DAZN. So I hope he do. Because it's with Matt, I guess that would be with Matchroom, but he already know. They know it's a clear-cut path, and I think they wanna build this. They want to get this man up, and they see Eddie. That's one thing about Eddie. He recognized talent. It's not whether or not you recognize what they're gonna do with you. Because think about a lot of these guys on these other places, man. It really ain't no difference. It's just who they got plans for. Remember, T.O. was telling us all along what Top Rank had in plan. These guys know what they have in plan. So I think Triple G and Canelo, they had a plan. Andre had a plan, but Andre never got the Triple G or the Canelo. Which is in Hitchens, he didn't get love. Paro got it. Will he get Devin Haney? We shall see. Matias go over there. Will he get Hitchens? Will he get Haney? Will he get Regis? You know what I'm saying? Is that all going to be available? Because you can get somewhere and they can have plans, and your plans might be to shelf you to keep you out the way from somebody else. I hope you don't get caught up in that. If Subriel don't get a crack at that Haney, you already know. It's already looking bad for Haney right now. So that's already going to look bad. I don't want them to use this deal to keep Matias away from the other guys, but I'm hoping for the best. That's what I'm saying. That can happen. People start playing Ring Around the Roses, and next thing you know, you're like, hold on, what's going on? Like the way Shakur looking right now over there, Champion Sports Boxing. I believe Matias is already at camp. Control out there did the live front line. Okay. He did the live. I thought Matias was in Mexico already, no? Let's talk to each other now. Is he in Mexico or what? You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Too bad we as fans can't see the boxing matches we would like to see, but I'm quite sure he had to make that move by leaving PBC if his biggest check was under. That's what I was saying. So for them to try to say, like, that's what I was saying. If that's what he made, them trying to say that he was trying to ask for 4, you already know they was full of. You already know them people were lying on Subriel. That don't even sound right. I'm like, he made them look bad all the way around. And see, but y'all see how Bill went up there after Conor Ben fight. You see how aggressive he was right after he fought. He going over there to talk to Conor Ben about what he got going on right after Conor Ben's fight. Didn't even respect his moment, but he went over there for that moment. It ain't the same energy when it comes to Subriel. It's just not. And people be saying whatever they want, but it's not the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Frontline, says Koki. Koki, yes, he's in Mexico. He got there today. You see what I'm saying? Ain't letting everybody know. Y'all see that chat? They saying he got there today. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's finishing hand therapy. They are negotiating a deal. I know he's staying active. You know what I'm saying? I know it's still a lot of people quiet, except for old Paro. Paro said, I'll be your Huckleberry. Yeah, Bill Haney like a scavenger. If he sees the dude have a bad performance, he all on it. Yeah, like, y'all don't see the play? I dropped that 5. That's the #1 toxic fan base. That's been going on. I don't get no credit for that, though. Hey, keep that on the low, though. But y'all see that now? It's funny how everybody's seeing that now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's seeing that now. Everybody's seeing that now. Frontline, Bill don't even know what he wants for Devin. He got a man. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like it's almost like they that man out. You know what I'm saying? They got it's almost like he got that young man out there on the strip, man. Just attaching them to all kind of names. Yeah, I know what I call it over here, the linguine method. You know what I'm saying? You know how when linguine, any kind of noodles, you just throw that shit up on the fridge, and most of the noodles, if they ain't ready, they'll fall down. But the one that stick, that's what they be doing. They play by the linguine method. They'll attach their name to Connor Ben, Tank, Shakur, Ryan, Rolly, everybody in the world, and then whatever noodle winds up sticking, that's the one they were doing all the time. Like a Sandar Martin. So I say they always come out and they call the big names, you know what I'm saying? Then wind up fighting the not so big names, and then they do not so big numbers. Yeah, Lee. I be calling it, y'all. Y'all gotta pay attention, man. And it's true. People don't like that though. People don't like that. It gets on people's nerves. First it was Matias, then Tank, then Ryan, now Ben. Yep, you see? Y'all know. That's why y'all are here. Because y'all are where y'all supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all here. Still, I got Matias versus anyone at 140. Yeah. I mean, I still like my man Gary Antoine. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I like what Matias doing. I like them too. I don't know who got it, but I can't forget about my man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to toss him to the side like that, you know? They know how to get in controversy. Exactly. Social media. Exactly. Cocaine. Any next 3 fights may not be fighters better than Lomachenko, so it'll probably be Ben, Broner, or Martin. Sandor? I think it's Sandor, man. I think we can put that whole thing to rest, man, because they out here about to have to do something strange for a piece of change. I'm like, man, how is Devin Haney? How is he let's just say we stand he the face. Let's just say we're gonna say that, right? Why is the face of boxing running back to Ryan? Like, do that sound like the face of boxing, or do that sound like the legs of boxing? Because they stay running that mouth and they stay running back to Ryan for a deal. Like, who the A side here? You know what I'm saying? But that's why you can't really be, you just the first thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on the first thing smoking. Linguine method. They're going to keep throwing noodles on that wall until one stick. And they're going to say nobody want to fight them. You know. Subriel was like, you know what I'm saying? What's popping? And Devin was like, he was like, no, I'm saying though, what's popping? He like, man, what's popping? He like, all right then. All right, get back to me then. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me. And he skipped the meeting. He didn't show up to the meeting. Even though Lomachenko was beatable, but I don't think Haney steps up to a difficult challenge. Yeah. I mean, right now they on this I want to make the money, I want to get the bag, I want to, you know what I'm saying? They on that tip top now. Gary Antoine Russell deserves to be on a card. Yeah, I hope they're going to integrate him. I don't know how much of that got to do with PBC. And if you notice, man, people are making moves with different networks, man. I think it's going to be kind of different. And for most of the time, they don't really make no real big announcements until after the Super Bowl. So we are in purgatory until after the Super Bowl, y'all. Once the Super Bowl come, so we got about, today is Monday. After Sunday, after the Super Bowl, that's when we're going to get, that's when everybody going to, so it's a lot of people that's out here pump faking and saying, breaking, and it's broken news. You know what I'm saying? They be saying breaking, but it's really broken news. Because right now, everybody playing with everybody because they're not going to let anything get sucked up into the fandemony of the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, we're not going to hear a lot of things until after the Super Bowl. We might hear a couple things, but not until after the Super Bowl. And that's going to be the new wave. Samuel Moore, hey, I think Subriel wipes out 140 division in 4 years. He bang out, moving up in weight. Yeah, I see him moving up because we got to wait for the deal. Crickets. It's not fair, and Gary is entertaining. Yeah, I think he working on some things. Last thing I heard, he working on some things. He focused. Cokie! Ryan Garcia's father was talking nonsense on Punch channel on how Matias is a C-level fighter. I never heard Ryan get loud about Matias, but his father had a lot to say online. You know, that's what the new fathers are. The new fathers believe they gotta advertise, they gotta promote like that, and it's just Ryan. I was talking about that the other day. Samuel Ma, he might end up getting in there with a top one. Yeah, I'm thinking Boots, man. I'm thinking it's him and Boots. But lately I've been seeing Ryan, man, and hearing the interviews and talking. It's like, man, that money and that little whatever happened with Ryan, that tank fight, that kind of went to Ryan's head, man. You know, I don't see why he's talking the way he's talking. You know, he's talking like he's so he's like real arrogant. And it's like, man, you still got to do something in the sport, Ryan, because he was talking about T.O. like resume wise and what he's been able to do. T.O. has ran laps around Ryan, but Ryan's like, I don't know. Remember the other day, I was like, I don't know. I think that once you get your opportunity and you yeah, you need to sit down if you're like the B side, like massaging. I got stress in my face. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of stress in your face, Ryan, if you keep playing boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep playing, you're gonna have a whole lot of stress in your face. But he's getting a little arrogant, he's getting a little cocky, and I think that money kind of went to his head a little bit, and I think he got to get back to either keep being a freak show or the side show or the afterthought or the one that everybody toss out like they want to fight because they know that it might be a bag. Keep doing that. But if you keep playing boxing, man, you're not going to settle in and be who you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? Matias' voice. Who is Ryan? Yeah, who is Ryan? Do you imagine Tito Trinidad on this social media era stuff? Yeah, man. See, some boxers know how to use it if they don't overdo it. See, social media can be used if you're using it the right way. Really for branding and to promote and brand. But I think they just use it to just stay out there and stay saying something, even though it might not be the best thing. In this interview Matias just did, he said, write it down, 2-5-24. Tio's getting knocked out the day he faces him. Okay. In this interview, I got you. I'm gonna check that out. And Ghost in the building. Damn, I've been working, haven't been catching up. I know Ghost. Ghost got Ghost. You got Ghost on me, Ghost. But salute for coming back, man. Puerto Rican power, LOL. Yeah, man. We in the building tonight, man. Y'all in the building tonight. Eleazar Cruz Jr. I think Antoine Russell was good, but his resume is built on old good boxers and premature stoppage. I would like to see Antoine Russell versus. I'll tell you what, that's the same way Devin Haney resume is built. Oops. Devin, if that was built, but them guys that Gary Antoine faced, man, Devin ain't fought nobody. He wasn't fighting them like that, and the people that he was fighting was getting stopped before and after his fight. So we got to keep the same energy based on those boxers, because Devin got it out. Devin got it the same way. Old fighters, he getting the most clout ever after the fight with Lomachenko, because Lomachenko had a name. I'm like, you do realize it's a blueprint. And Teofimo Lopez had a wider gap when he faced Lomachenko, and Lomachenko was coming off a war and older, and not as active at the time. Like, so we got to judge boxing with our goggles on, right? You know what I'm saying? If we're going to judge it, you know what I'm saying? I like the Linguini method. Yeah, man. That's what I call it, the Linguini method. That's what it is. Ryan Garcia could seriously be wasted potential if he doesn't keep up working on his craft. He got to give social media a break. That's what I'm saying. You need, but they be thinking they can do it themselves. Because if you think about it, the gap where somebody like me would come in, you know, shameless plug. The gap where somebody like me would come in is like we would dial back how much you're being seen, but the point in time when you are being seen, it'll be rolled out good. And the message that you want everybody to walk away with will be undeniable after the interview. You see what I'm saying? But they just have him up there talking, and they have people asking questions, and he just sound a certain way. And he don't give off tough guy vibes. I think everybody that see him when they look at him, even though he do have a good set of skills, they look at him like they want to go take his fruit cocktail for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Antoine Russell would be a great fight. Tough fight for both. Yeah. Yeah, Matias wants T.O.'s blood. Man. Prograis, Teofimo on Matias' top hit list. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where anybody heard from Regis. Has anybody heard from Regis? And that's my guy, but I ain't seen, heard, you know what I'm saying? Regis got ghosts. Indeed. Ghosts. Your body work. Who are the two fighters you'll watch no matter if they win or lose? For me, it's Beterbiev and Matias. It's like they are coming to fight no matter who is in there. No duck, all smoke. Let me get to the rest of these comments. I'm gonna come right back to that, Ghost. Let me think about that. Evan Haney resume is built on Teofimo leftovers, and he's a weight bully. And he weight bully Regis. Yeah. The way Subriel trains up in them high peaks, he's extremely focused. Plus, he's sparring with champs from his own stable, and he's learning the tricks of the trade from Tito Trinidad. Yeah, man. That's how you get there and stay there, man. Jose Rodriguez, what's good, bro? What's good, man? Pound for pound, Regis out the picture after getting dominated how he did last fight. Yeah, I think, I got to see, man. But getting back in there with Subriel anytime soon, I mean, it depends on where his mindset is. You know what I'm saying? I never seen Regis perform like that. I know it's two different styles. I know that Subriel is coming straight forward. Regis like the pressure too. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a better fight. I'm just concerned because I never seen Regis look like that. And as far as the fighters that I watch, no matter what, for me at one point in time, man, it was really Jamel, man. It was really Jamel Charlo. I seen Jamel Charlo in a lot of different I would say it was Jamel at one point in time. Because I seen him battle tested, man. You can't say that man didn't really clear out his division. You know what I'm saying? You can't really say that. So only thing really was left for Tim Tszyu or something, but that's like after he's been there. And maybe they all should have moved up lock and step. Maybe Earl should have moved up, Mel should have moved up, and Mars should have moved up like 2-3 years ago. Lock and step and kept going. But it was Mel at one point in time, man. I don't know why I can't speak for this last performance. A lot of my guys disappointed me last year, man. But it happens in the sport, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them got character, and I don't think that was the last of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just people like to kick them when they down. But losing is a part of the sport. Some people just don't know how to win. Some fan groups and bases, they don't know how to win either. They don't. Who you think Matias is going to pick as a promotion? They all want that man. I think he's going to go with Matchroom and them. I think he's going to be with them. Yo, listen, I don't know, but to me, this is a good scrap since nobody else couldn't find their cojones. I think so, too. I really do. I think it's a great scrap. I think that's a great scrap, man. I think that it's his time. I'm just glad that it happened and it's a decent name. Let me see. I ain't gonna lie, the way Regis' face looked after Devin, I can't imagine what he gonna look like versus Matias, like at Ergashev in 4 rounds. Look at Ergashev in 4 rounds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. You can't go in there half cocked against Subriel, man. You can't go in there playing around with that, man. Jamel another out of the picture after the last fight. It ain't that he lost, it's that he didn't come to win. Yeah, I think that was a money grab, man. I think that was a money grab, but yeah, them dudes be starving, man. I don't condone it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see when he come back, man. I can't, I don't know where his mind at. I don't know where his head at. I don't know what he's been going through. So I give my guys a little whatever when they, when I hear from them and I know they coming back or whatever, that's when I get them. But right now, I'm just gonna focus on the guys that I see doing the big things and giving us what we want. I'm talking about. I think the only one at 140, if he moved up, would be Tank Davis to maybe defeat Subriel, because Devin can't handle the pressure, and T.O. is good. He busts up easily and is mentally weak. Ghost, to me, Charlo still top dog at 154. I mean, that seemed like, I don't know how, like, man, Ghost. Let me parking lot that right there. Like, Ghost. After just off of the Canelo thing, because people didn't treat Canelo like that after he went up there and Bivol just boxed his head off. They didn't do him like that, but Mel jump up there and he don't let his hands go and he get forced to take a knee. You know what I'm saying? But let's not forget, he was still the man at 154. People act like somebody actually beat. I be wanting to stop people and be like, did somebody else beat Mel? Did somebody else beat him? Other than the loss other than the loss before he went up in the draw that he had, did somebody else beat him? Because they be talking about Mel at 54 like he ain't did what he was supposed to do. That's why I say, man, I don't know what fans want. They talk about Spence like he ain't nothing now. He went out and got 3 straps in his division. They talk about Mel like he didn't dominate his division. So I guess it's really come down to popularity. But it's people like Ghost, you know what I'm saying? They keep it real. That man did what he needed to do at 154. We don't know where he's at now, what's going on, politics aside. To me, he's still that guy at 154. To me. Matias is going to get a 3-fight deal with Eddie Hearn, and his first one is against Paro in Puerto Rico. And then Puerto Rican Power say, let's see. Oh, man, my glove is tripping. Puerto Rican Power say it's not official yet. I also think he's better than Zoo. I do too. I mean, we seen Goucher against Zoo. We seen Zoo get delivery. We seen him get delivery. He got that version of Tony Harrison sent over there. He got a Brian Mendoza, which I don't think Brian Mendoza fought his best fight. But I'm just saying, like, Tim Tszyu is on the rise, and I think he's going to put on the example against Keith Thurman. And you know what I'm saying? Because Keith Thurman, he know that his ability is going to be able to box. It's not going to be, he's going to have to box Tim Tszyu, because Tim Tszyu he said he's going to run him down like a little gazelle. He said, when I stop Thurman. Did y'all see that press conference, man? That little, man, that was funny, man. That Tszyu. He said, when I stop Thurman. I don't give Teofimo no respect for this fight when his mandatory is honored Barbosa, and Barbosa harass him anywhere he sees him. I don't know, man. I got a different opinion on T.O. though. Best of you. Let's get them fights popping. Canelo still tried versus Bivol. Charlo didn't. I don't care who he fights next. It don't excite me. Even Bud Crawford lost interest, but if he want to, those belts his too. Yeah, I could feel you pound for pound. David Gonzalez, I think Keith Thurman can beat Tim Tszyu. Skill-wise, of course, off of activity. With Tim being so active and him coming into his own, making his bones, and he know that this is a legacy fight for him. I think they trying to make it seem like they ordering delivery for Zoo. You know what I'm saying? They trying to deliver old Keefe Pool to Tim Zoo, but Keefe, he only lost. You know what I'm saying? He did get beat up, but I mean, it all depends on how this respite. How did he handle this respite? You know, I mean, they said nothing like being under them big bright lights, and I'm hearing people getting all perturbed about people talking about inactivity and this and this and that. It is a fact. Most of the fighters that lost last year were coming off of extreme inactivity. They were the men when they're active and they're on the go, but it was because of inactivity, and then inactivity was leading to injury, and they all didn't fare well last year in 2023. That's what we learned. That's why I had to say, look, I gotta start putting more respect on Bud name, because Bud stay active. He stay in shape. He's versatile. That's the one thing I did take. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the skills to pay all the bills, but if you are inactive and not in shape and not ready and not prepared, somebody can come in there and dog walk you. Thurman went in a little rant about Mexicans. Yeah, you know, I think that was more of ha, you know, it wasn't. And yes, that was funny. I was laughing at the whole thing. I said, man, Keith Thurman is funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me he ain't Ghost. He was too small man for Zoo, and he's been out of action for a while. Well, they said that was his first division until he moved down. They say he started off in the amateurs, so, and he a little older. I think it's gonna come down to how rusty Keith is, man. That's what it's gonna come down to. And I don't think he wanna I don't think that Keith wants to underestimate Zoo, and I think that he learned from the Pacquiao, because with that Pacquiao fight, he got to talking too much and he underestimated Pacquiao. Pacquiao came out there and popped that head back, knocked that mouthpiece out, hit him in the ribs, knocked him down, had him, you know what I'm saying, shocked him. But he wound up coming back in that fight. He wound up putting in rounds. He just can't do that with Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo would slap him to sleep. Tank knows to stay away from Matias lane. Tank's resume highly suspect too. Some people say that, man. There's a lot of different people have the different opinions about Tank. You know what I'm saying? I got my own as well. Where I'm at. What you guys think about Xander Zayas? What y'all think about Xander Zayas? Again, enjoying that body work, but do you think we will get to see anything like the real Four Kings again? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. I think that I think the kingdoms are being established now. The kingdoms are being established now. It's the ones that's going to do it the hard way. It's the ones that's going to do it the hard way, and that ain't enamored by all the money. You're going to get the money. But it's the ones that's putting, you know what I'm saying, it's the ones that's putting the fans first and showing that they in the mess hall with their chests out. He needs to fight the top dogs. I think he is the top dog. And Xander Zayas is good. My only concern is him getting injured too much and having to cancel fights. Yeah, he is real active though. I think you can only stay at that pace, because they was having them fight like 6-7 times. Like, you know, he's past that stage now, because now he's fighting bigger people. You know, it's more rigorous, and I think sometimes you kind of got to slow that down. My man Jesse Bam Rodriguez went through that, man, where I got nervous for him. I got nervous for him because that year before last, he had fought like 5 times, and that's when he got his jaw broke. But you can't fight too much. You got to find that happy medium. Once you get the championship caliber level and all the fighters you fight are at a certain caliber, you do kind of got to dial it back, just not back too far. Got to give yourself time to rest. Stage trainer talking about he'll pay to see Matias versus Haney. How about you get paid to work Tank versus Matias? I don't get these guys. It's been some mixed signals from over there here lately. You know what I'm saying? It's been some mixed signals. I don't get it. I don't pay attention to it no more. You know, I go over there to just see what positive things they got going on. If some new stuff come out, I take heed to it. If not, I don't get caught up in it no more, man. I just noticed that everybody trying to sell a fight in their own little way sometimes. And sometimes that don't have nothing to do with the people who actually really make all the calls, man. That's all I know. I think it's the first time he counseled a fight. I'm impressed by DAZN. He just got step on the gas. Time for him to fight somebody. Yeah, they grooming him. No, he's counseled before a few times due to injuries in his camp. Puerto Rico, thanks for the info. I was looking forward to Xander in February. That's the guy. They grooming him to be that guy. Xander like to be 100. At the second fight he canceled, he also canceled when he went to train in Australia. And the only good thing that he fight only undefeated, though he makes you watch. Me too. This dude Jermaine Ortiz already fought T.O. amateur and it was close. He gave Loma a fight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls off the upset. He can, but I think that depends on Teofimo and his mindset. It don't look like Teofimo looking past this guy. Then his eyes ready and looking forward to seeing him in the ring again. What y'all think about Keyshawn, man? Let's talk about Keyshawn real quick. Let's talk about Keyshawn in this fight, because, we talking about, what, 3 days from now? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night? What does Keyshawn got to do with Pedraza? What are y'all looking for from Keyshawn versus Pedraza? True, T.O.'s mindset. Yep. Keyshawn is overrated in my opinion. I think, man, that's I can see you saying that. I think that's what I'm saying. I think he needs to. Man, that's tough, man. I think people are ready to see him taking off. I think enough of the people, enough of the big wigs have seen enough of Keyshawn to say that, he does have that next level potential. I think it's just time for him to put it all on display out there in the ring. Even though these last couple of interviews I seen from him, he is showing a little bit more maturity, man. And I like the way he's approaching everything. And now I think I kind of understand his personality a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for him to put on the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for him to put on the show. Sanders is going to fight next to Scherer, and if he beats him, he would fight Kelly. And after he fighting Teixeira. Teixeira, that's the one who Brian Castano beat. That Teixeira, I think is good. Keyshawn, another Colbert. Oh wow, you think? Man, that's tough. You might have to get up here and talk about Keyshawn, man. You gotta let me know what you think. I thought Keyshawn good. He got a good skill set, man. I think they need to take the chains off of him, and he need to go in there and just put down statements, put down the beast by Dre. I think Keyshawn need to stay focused and utilize his skills and avoid the brawl, and Pedraza needs to use his jab more in this fight. What's the results though, Ghost? Tell me the results of this fight. Champion Sports Boxing. That's what I say, man. I say Keyshawn is good, man. I think that I think it's more of the overselling thing. I think it's more of he gets so high, you know what I'm saying? Then the performances, they be good, but I think people are expecting him to, you know what I'm saying? They expect him to step up in the contest. I think that's the level that they at. Like right now, people want to see him actually in the show. Thank you for these two fighters that now I can watch boxing. I stopped watching boxing, but now I'm going to start again because of the fight now. and I can watch boxing again. Daniel Santiago, yeah, man. Yeah, man, you will get uninspired, man, watching it. And then, you know, I think right now so many people are tied up in the social aspect of boxing. It's like they, you know, you'll be beefing. I know it's a lot of people out there that probably beefing with me over some opinions about some shit. Not even people actually fighting and shit. Like, I'm focused on the fights, man. I want to see the best in there with each. I want to see the elite around with the elite. I don't care if you fighting the elite, you might lose, you might take an L. It's how you come back, how you fight in that fight, if you can dust yourself off, because we always take L's in life, so ain't nothing different in boxing. He said Pedraza would be a true test. Pedraza would be a true test for him. Keyshawn about to run into the wall soon. Well, it's the walls are starting to close in. Because you got Murtaya, even though I see these guys at 40, this is like I see Frank Martin really at 40. I think all of these guys are fighting one weight class below where they should be at right now. All of them. All of them. If Pedraza comes on sniper mode, Keyshawn could be in for a long night. Remember this, Pedraza's comfortable weight. He's going to definitely try to make a statement. Unless it's best laid plans, you know what I'm saying? Unless we see something strange. Yes, that to share. Okay. I hadn't seen him in a while. I hadn't seen him fight in a while, Dave. I think Keyshawn wins UD. Keyshawn versus Frank Martin would be a great fight. I was thinking that way too. But I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna let that young boy Floyd Schofield. They're gonna let that boy Floyd Schofield. At first, I didn't like some of the things he was doing, like some of the characteristics, but he's working on some things. He down there talking to Bernard, and he stay in the gym. They're gonna let that boy creep up and snap and take everybody cornbread. Like, he off in the corner doing work with Bernard. Bernard is in there schooling that young man on what he need to do. Floyd Schofield might be out there. He might be coming out the woodwork. Jose Rodriguez, you know what's killing boxing? Politics. The politics, yep. True, all the greats had losses and wars and that's why I say, so it's like somebody take one loss and this is like people are reveling and rejoicing. I'm like, I don't know, man. This is boxing, man. Like, it's so funny, man. It's so funny to me. It's like, yeah, have your jokes, make your memes, have your laughs. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you fighting top level competition, you might get your ass beat every now and again. It might happen. But who am I? I'm not one of the ones that say out here in these streets that I was undefeated. You know what I'm saying? I took my lumps. I ain't walk away winning them all. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Jose Cardona, I may be tripping, but if Pedraza wins at this point, this an upset. Hope not, but it could be a cash out. Exactly. Jose Rodriguez, Murtaya would destroy Keyshawn. You think so? People real high on Murtaya, man. I think he clean. I think he clean. I think that if it's true, I don't know. Anybody hear about did anybody find out anything about Shakur and Murtaya? Did he turn down that fight, or was there negotiations? Did anybody hear anything about that? That's what I want to know. I've been busy on some other things, but let me know. Somebody let me know. I like to see Zayas versus Mendoza or Lubin. I like to see Lubin. See, I think Lubin, man. I'm ready to see Lubin up against a lot of these guys. I think a lot of these guys, I'm not looking at them like a gatekeeper, but I'm thinking a lot of these guys can get in there with Lubin, and because of their style of fight, he can get in there and really put some work in on these guys. Like I like Lubin. Lubin, one of my guys. Lubin, one of my guys too. I try to support him, man. That man got a real story, man. He got, he's a gladiator, man. He's a gladiator, man. The fight I really need to see is Hitchens versus Matias. He's just mandatory. Why not? I think Hitchens, man, I don't know, man. I think he did an interview on it. You know what I'm saying? I won't steal anybody's thunder on it, but he did an interview. So check that out. But I didn't see that. I didn't watch that interview. But I believe that he's going by that thing where if he go get another belt and then fight Matias, he don't have to abide by that IBF. I think his whole thing was the weight concern, which is a topic we talk about all the time. If Tank is ready for Ben, then he can fight Matias or Haney, but he won't. These dudes only fight the biggest names with the least skill. I don't even think it's about that. I think right now, I think what they're showing you is Tank is letting everybody know that he's the A side. He's gonna pick and fight whoever the fuck he wanna fight. And if you don't want to do what they say do over there, don't cry about not getting the fight. I think that's really what he's doing, because you can't. I think it's almost like mocking Devin Haney and them, like, oh, you think it's about the weight? Nope, I'll fight this dude at the fight that I want to dictate. And if he want to fight, he gonna come on in. If he don't come on in, he don't want to fight me. I think he really flexing A side right now. I don't know how much, you know what I'm saying, but I would like to see him knock out Conor Ben. I will watch him knock out Conor Ben. I like to see that. Yeah, I would. I mean, if it was on TV, I know you wouldn't turn your head. I would love to see him go in there and knock Conor Ben out. And he got a chance because Conor Ben gonna go down swinging, so it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. It's crazy now. I know it's getting crazy, but until this, I'm focusing on what I'm focused. Y'all see what this chat is about today, man. I don't think Tank won't be at 140 anytime soon. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what this is about. That's the Floyd evac. Nobody wants to lose. Schofield way better than Keyshawn. And listen, I'm not hating on homeboy, and just calling it the way I see it. Yeah, I mean this is y'all platform. Like hey, look, everybody don't gotta agree with me on here, and I don't. This is y'all platform too, so you can express that out. That's what keep the chat going, man. I want everybody from. I got people on here that like Devin. I got people on here that like T.O. I got people on here that like only Matias. We got a mixture in here. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I like it. I don't want everybody to like everybody and think whatever. I like because. It make me look at boxing different. You know what I'm saying? I had a partner of mine that told me one of the biggest fight last year. I had a partner of mine before the fight tell me, he's like, man, Mike, blah, blah, blah. Like, man, stop it. Stop it. And then afterwards, he's like, man, I told you what was going to happen, Mike. And I said, you know what I said? You right. I said, God damn, how you know? He's like, man, you could just tell, Mike. So this that kind of channel. You know what I'm saying? You can get yours off. Don't like just what I like. Don't agree. You know what I'm saying? With what I agree with, we don't do yes men over here. We for real. Like, we really, a lot of people say, oh, we don't do yes men. And then the minute somebody don't agree, they want to, you know what I'm saying, shit on them. Not here. You know what I'm saying? Not here. You know, this is everybody's platform. You know what I'm saying? Lubman got a gift. Depends on how you look at that fight, Jose. Zayas versus Lubin sounds good. Sign me up. Take my money. You know what I'm saying? Take my money. Kitchens don't want no smoke with Matias under the IBF section rules. This is how you can recognize the weight bullies. I can't disagree. I can't disagree. Like, which it's a good reasoning. It's a good logic for him, but and also it just says that that's where he got it, and that's what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So at 140 with that belt and those conditions, he's holding it down and stopping everybody. So it you can't get around it. It was a maneuver. So anywhere Matias fight in Puerto Rico is going to sell out, and they can really fit people in the arena around 130. Is it going to be that many people? Hitchens can't crack an egg open. He running scared, talking about the IBF rehydration clause. Like he ain't know about it before. If Ponce had the title, he wouldn't be saying that. Good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Pound for pound. That is a way that, I mean, hey, I can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good point, because you notice that happens though. You notice how when certain people have certain belts, energies change. Remember when Rolly went up there and got that belt? People are, oh, Rolly? Oh man, I go up, like the energies change depending on who got that belt. Remember, think about this. When Devin was going to fight with Kambosos, right? You could say unify. When he was going to go unify with Kambosos, man, for about 6 months he had to take peanuts to go over there to fight Kambosos. He had to go all the way over to Australia. You know, he had to do so much. You know, he put boxing on his back and he got over. Like, we had to hear so much. I'm like, dang, man. Like, is it really, like, is this? That shit was sounding like the end of the Titanic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when they, like, they just strumming along. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, why are we harping on that? Subriel is right there. It's in Puerto Rico. You got a history with Panda, because he knows you. He's free. You know when it's gonna be. We can't even, you know what I'm saying? We can't get an SOS note or nothing, man. You know, we can't get a letter in the mail. We can't get nothing, man. We can't get a smoke screen. We can't get no crop dust. You know what I'm saying? All we get is, you know, we just get left on red. You know what I'm saying? We just get left on red. John Bowser. Are they bringing John Bowser back? Hell no. There's no venue that big in Puerto Rico. I was thinking that. I'm like, what venue was that? I know I want Matias Hitchens, but I think Hitchens saw a performance versus Malik Hawkins and Matias and said, nah, I'm good on this one. Just my opinion here. It could have been. I think, but this the thing though. This is what I can say. If I had to make any kind of defense for my man Hitch, is Hitchens don't run around. He don't run around claiming that he's King Kong, and like that's not even really, like, he knows he's real good and all that, but he's not claiming all that. He's still saying, look, I know where I want to be and where I'm going to get to. And I think it was just an honest assessment of where he was, and he like, right now, you know, maybe I don't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't want that right now. Maybe I don't want that smoke right now. Maybe I want to go get it this way. It's his career. You know what I'm saying? And because if you ain't ready, I only want, that's the whole thing. I only want the people that's really ready to go see Matias. Because me as a boxing fan, I'm one of them guys who I don't want you to be all coming off of activity or coming off of questionable performance, and that's not me. I don't prefer those. That's my only knock on the whole Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman thing. And Keith Thurman said, all right, ma. He was probably talking to me when I was like, man, I don't want to see him. He was like, all right, ma. I'm like, all right, son. You know what I'm saying? All right, son. No, I ain't saying something like that, but I'm like, all right, Keith, man. I was just concerned off of inactivity. Me, I want guys to be ready. Like, so the same concept I have for Thurman and Tszyu, where I wanted Thurman to be more active going up against Tszyu because Tszyu might slap him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a higher division. He's a little older, and Tszyu is that kind of person. The same for Hitchens. If Hitchens ain't ready for Matias, I don't want him to go fight him either. I want to see the fight because I like the skill versus skill, but I don't want nobody who ain't ready to go see nobody they ain't ready for. And we get so caught up in the social media aspect, and people just say, "Oh, I want to fight them. I'm in a mess hall with the chat," and they not ready for what they saying they ready for. It's clear in the activity and the behavior. You know what I'm saying? So I only want the one that's ready, because a lot of times you go in there not ready, he can book in your career. I think that's what they know. They know if you go in there playing with that man, he done did it once. You know what I'm saying? He'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? With no reservation. And I think they know that. You got to be ready. See, I respect Hitchens. He acknowledged Subriel's skills and toughness. Same as Russell running scared, talking about he ain't know Matias at first, but Matias said when he seen him, he was kissing his ass. Now talking about he need another fight. I guess so, man. I don't know. I think he gonna see him though. I think they know. I don't think them two got to do a whole bunch of tongue wrestling. They already know when it's on, it's on. But again, I want to see that fight too. But I would like for Gary Antoine to be active, and I want him to be feeling good, because I want to see the best. I want to see them best when they at their best, and I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Is that still pay-per-view? Keith versus Zoo? Yes, it is. Buster Douglas lost his mother, went out there and beat Mike. Yeah. You dropping that? Yeah, you dropping them facts, man. You dropping them quarter pounders, man. Yeah, with a heavy heart. It's got to be different knowing your opponent already got a body on him, and he's tough as man. Yeah, it ain't nothing to be playing around with. I think they know that, man. I think they were going to try to like wait him out or age him out, but he's grabbing the bull by the horns, man. If he's willing to move and he's willing to go over here and do that, and he's willing to do this to climb that way to the top and put in that work, and he got a whole country behind him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's grabbing the bull by the horns. Dermot, a funny dude. He said he don't get beat by Mexicans, but he got beat up by a boxer that got laid out by a Mexican flat on his face. Yeah. I think he was basically saying, in a long roundabout way that Tim Tszyu ain't got the kind of feet to deal with him. He ain't got the kind of footwork to deal with him. Puerto Rican Power, the biggest stadium in Puerto Rico, can fit 18,900 people. That's a good size, man. That's why I said I don't know why you wouldn't want to go do that. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't go over there and fight him in his backyard over there, man, in Portland, man. I tell you what, you know what I'm saying? Back in my heyday, you know what I'm saying? I already know how it be up. I would have been trying to get down there. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been trying to, get out there. For real. Goes, Douglas really lost if they would have counted right. They look like 25 seconds. Bubs boxing in the building. Salute, Bubs. Thanks for coming through and hollering at me. But yeah, man, I wanted to come out here, man, and just get the good news, man, and keep the momentum going behind Subriel, man. I think that we can't let up on him, y'all. Keep chiming in, keep sharing, help me get to that thou wow. You know what I'm saying? Help me get to those 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm very close to the 1,000 last time I checked, but help me get there, man. Like, share the video, comment, you know what I'm saying? Let people know we don't do yes men over here. You can have your own opinion. I always put the link out so you can get up here, jump on and speak your piece. You know what I'm saying? I see in the chat people saying what's up to each other. It's people from all different, you know what I'm saying? All different walks of life in there, man. They might put Berlanga on the card with Matias. I tell you what, man, I'm not. Don't beat me up, y'all, but I'm not that big on. You know, I'm questioning who Berlanga is right now. You know, because I know a guy named Diego Pacheco. It's a guy named Diego Pacheco that I think could give, you know, respectfully, I think he'll give Berlanga and Munguia that work right now at 68. Like I'm just being honest. I think that man is I think he got next. You know what I'm saying? I think him. I think he might not be ready for Mr. David Morrell, but in the pecking order, I think he got next, man. I think that guys they develop him the right way, leading a couple more fights. Hell, another year or two, y'all. Everybody gonna be on him, man. They gonna know him because that dude is nice. Eddie got him a jewel. You know what I'm saying? He got a jewel. Jose Rodriguez. I heard T.O. talking crazy on Pro Box saying Puerto Rican fighters are easy work. I don't know. T.O. be saying some crazy shit. But see, that's why we kind of gotta give, like, we can't, just like with Zeus saying the Mexican thing and then T.O. saying the Puerto Rican thing, and then what was it? T.O. was talking about us. T.O. was saying something about the black fighters and all. Like, you gotta know when they're in the heat of the moment, they're just going at each other, just promoting the fight. They don't really mean that. They from the melting pot where shit, we be rubbing elbows next to each other. We hang out with each other. We go bowling, used to go skating, you know what I'm saying? Play football, basketball, everything together. So I think sometimes he let the mic and the camera get ahead of him. And again, he don't have no publicist. He don't have nobody showing him, you know what I'm saying, being that governor for him. I wouldn't read too much into that. Pound for pound, Berlanga, a hype job. Ghost, T.O. face buzz quick, man. I think it'll be good fight versus Matias, but I think T.O. gets stopped. Yeah, we got to see what kind of game plan they come with. They might come with something, but yeah, like right now, man. Right now, that's why I like to wait closer. I like to wait closer to the fight, man. They're still they gotta fight each other. I'm gonna put it like that. They gotta fight each other. I think T.O. be sharing lines with his dad sometimes. Champion Sports Positive. Berlanga is with Eddie Hearn, and he mentioned fighting in Puerto Rico. he said pound for pound. I agree. Jose Rodriguez. Peace, body work. See you in the next one. Peace, Jose. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna get out of here too, man. I wanted to come on here, man. Keep some momentum going, man, for the man Subriel, man, and just, you know what I'm saying, give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that this deal work out for him. I hope that Eddie does right by him and he gets you know, this is just the beginning of the next level of him on there. So shout out to everybody who came in through the building and hollered at me. Pound for pound, Jose Rodriguez, Puerto Rican Power, Champion Sports, Ghost, Bub, Eleazar Cruz. Let's see. Y'all was in Garfield. Garfield showed his face. Let's see. Jose Cardona. David Gonzalez. Daniel Santiago. Samuel Arnau was in the building today. A lot of my folks was in the building today, man. I'm loving the support. I'm digging the support, man. I like the way the chat go, man. We got a good chat, man, where you can get whatever you want off your chest. You know what I'm saying? But everybody respectful. Ain't nobody got a policing up. Nobody ain't a bunch of snipers and all this other stuff that people be needing in here, man. We got a good, pure environment in here, and I really appreciate that, y'all. I really do, man. Y'all make my chats when people go back, especially when because it's me, myself, and Irene when it comes to this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do a lot. And Frontline came in here. Salute the Frontline. And Koki came in here. Val Ramos came in here. Salute. Since it's me, myself, and Irene, I got to go back and do the review because I'm my harshest critic. And I got to be the one to review and say, oh, I could have did this better. Couldn't have done that better. But y'all really make my chats age well, man. Chino Racing 7 was in the building. Boxeo Loco was in the building. Did I get everybody that was in the building, man? Anubis. I forgot about Anubis. And In My Opinion was in the building. H Money Mob was in the building. H Money from the H Money Mob, man. Check his channel out. Go salute. Subscribe. Check out Bub's channel. Salute and subscribe over there too. Let's see. Hopefully I got everybody that was out here, man. You know I rock with you, man. I'm enjoying the support, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And I'm gonna stay in the lab, man. You know I bring that hot fire. You know, and I'll be continuing to bring that hot fire whenever I come out and drop something. You know, so thanks again for showing up, man. Thanks for tuning in here to Bodywork Boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.